Hey, warriors. So I believe that one of I guess one of the biggest misunderstandings in spirituality is the idea that you need to escape the illusion, right? Um, Leave society, run from the system, detach from everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's not actually how, I guess, awakening, if you want to say it, works, you know? Um, because if you run from the illusion, it is still controlling you, right? You're just reacting to it. And now this is different than somebody who may have reached a point in their journey, we'll call it, where they have secluded themselves. There's a bunch of different reasons for that. I think people reach those, that's phase or whatever when they need time to themselves. Number one, there's a bunch of different reasons. Maybe they have gotten their emotions. Just never mind. That's not the point. The point is this is not what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about somebody who feels like they need to, let's say, leave their job because they're they have a career in a area that they feel has been disgraced or is disgraceful, whatever. You get my point. That's what I'm talking about. Or running away from any other thing that you think is wrong. It's not wrong you being there, is my point. Okay, you know real awareness, it doesn't come from escaping the so-called system. It comes from seeing through it, while you are right there standing in it. And that's my point. Think about it. If someone is trapped in a maze, running blindly doesn't get you out of it, but the moment, you climb high enough, I guess, to see the pattern of that maze, you know, now you understand it. You see what I'm saying? I just think that, at that point, you can move differently. The illusion isn't just governments and media or any type of systems, right? The deeper, I guess, illusion is those unconscious patterns that are running inside of us. Fear, conditioning, them, automatic reactions, that kind of stuff. Emotional triggers that were, programmed long before we even noticed them. Those kinds of things. I believe, that's where most of the illusion actually lives, right? And here's the paradox. The illusion, that illusion, it collapses the moment you start observing it. Period. Not fighting it, not running from it, not whatever, but just observing it. When you can see that pattern clearly, it begins to lose its power. You understand? I that's why awareness is so disruptive, I guess, to any unconscious system, because awareness stops your automatic participation, if you will, right? You stop reacting the way that, I guess, that pattern expects you to. You know what I'm saying? You stop feeding it, you know, with your attention. Hang on. That was weird, right? I don't know what that was. But now I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, you stop feeding it with your attention. You know, you stop preparing, or you stop repeating, you know what I mean? Those emotional loops that keep it running, alive, whatever you want to call it, right? Breaking, you know, the illusion. It's not about destroying the world around you. And I guess that's what I'm trying to, the point I'm getting to. It's about becoming conscious enough that the unconscious patterns no longer run your life. You understand? Um, and like I said, I think that's where people are misunderstanding a lot of it. You know, when you can do that, you're still moving through the same damn world, but you are seeing it differently. You know, therefore, and because of that, the illusion stops working on you. You know, kind of like I guess my point is, in short, is break that bitch down from the inside, right? Tear that illusion down from the inside. But awakening itself, it's not an escape. That's where your clarity comes in. You know, it's standing inside that maze and finally seeing the walls, I guess, for what they really are. You know, um, and once you can see that clearly, you're no longer trapped by them. You know what I mean? That's I guess the whole point to this. I love you. I'm starting to ramble.